Okay, Donald Trump thinks anybody that fell for his line about locking her up is a sucker. So you're a sucker if you believe the lock her up, lock her up, lock her up was that he chanted at almost every rally that I watched on YouTube and on video or on TV. In fact, I used to think in the beginning when they said lock her up, they were saying fuck her up. So, I mean, I couldn't even hear it correctly. But now that then after I heard what it was, lock her up, now then I kind of, and they chanted this line consistently, lock her up, lock her up, lock her up. Trump used to get up in front of everybody and say, we're going to lock her up. I'm going to appoint somebody and we're going to investigate the email scandal and she's going to get locked up. Well, now Trump just says you're a big sucker. You're just a big sucker so if you fell for that line. So if you fell for the line that he was going to lock her up or he was going to appoint somebody to investigate her and try to get her criminally charged so she went to jail, you're a sucker. You're a sucker. And I'm telling you what, you're a sucker for a lot more than that. Because everything this guy's done so far has been a sucker. So if you're sitting here believing Donald Trump's going to make your life better and he's going to fix everything in your life and he's going to bring you jobs, prosperity, he's going to get rid of all the badness of government, the nefarious people in government, you're a sucker. You believe that because everything this guy's done has been a sucker. I really think he thinks he's in a reality TV show, and he's the star, and then he can do whatever he wants, and everybody who watches him is just a bystander, just somebody that doesn't really have any say in it. I mean, he doesn't think he's in government. He doesn't think he's in a situation where there's some rules and regulations, some constitution, other parts of government that are overseeing what he does. He just is doing whatever he wants to do, and the promises that he made pretty much are empty. And if you believe that, you're a sucker. You're a sucker. So you're going to be hearing that a lot if you voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump's going to be telling you you're a sucker because you believed and you bought all the bullshit. And that's all it was. It's just a lot of bullshit. I mean, I know bullshit artists. It's been around them all my life. Most everybody has. So when you hear somebody that spews a bunch of stuff and you can't back it up, you know what it is. It's just bullshit. And that's what this guy will continue to be, is bullshit. You can see by the people that he's appointing, by the things he's saying, and by what he's done. The guy is just nothing but bullshit. It should be Donald Bullshit Trump. Donald Bullshit Trump should be his middle name, because that's all the guy is bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. If you believe him or don't believe him, if you believe he's going to do something or not, he's still bullshit, because he's already backed off on so many things that he said during the campaign. You can't believe that word that comes out of this guy's mouth. And unfortunately, he happens to be president-elect of the United States of America. And we got something that, not to mention the fact that this guy's going to be subpoenaed right before he arrives in office for all the dirty dealings that he's done. So that's the way it is. We got a bullshit artist as the President of the United States that thinks he doesn't have to show up for briefings. He says he's too smart for that. He doesn't have to hear the same thing over and over again. He can just show up when he feels like showing up, which is basically what he's saying. If I feel like showing up, I'll show up. But I'm too smart for this, and I don't need to hear the same stuff over and over. These are security briefings. This has to do with the security of everybody in this country, and he thinks he's too good or too smart or too busy to show up to those things, but he can still do his apprentice TV show. So anyway, those people that bought into Donald Trump, those people that voted for Donald Trump says you're a sucker. You're a sucker. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.